There we are. Whew, I wasn't sure it was going to go live. It rang and rang and rang and rang. This the little circle going around. But we're here. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hopefully we get some folks in. So far, it's just me. How's everybody doing? Casey Rhodes, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hopefully we get a few more folks coming in. I'm doing some desk cleaning here. Good grief, I'm cleaning out the drawer here from quite a while back. Jonathan Eason, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, my camera's not focusing. Come on, camera. Mr. Blue, how are you? Hope everybody's had a good first half of the week so far. Mine hasn't been too bad. I got the last of the painting done in the spare bathroom today on the ceiling. So that was good. I still have the countertop to do, grind it down, and I will do an epoxy finish on it. But I just was saying, gosh, I found a few things here in the old desk that I need to probably get rid of here. So hopefully we get enough folks in to actually have a stream. It's tough to have a stream when you only got a few. Right? So I pull out these. Trying to get rid of some of these last the dregs of these mint sets that I've cut open. So, what's been happening with all of you? Anything? Anybody hit any good sales or purchases this last few days on silver or gold? I have struck out locally for the time being. It could change, but I was going to, Captain Vic, how are you? Welcome in. How are you? I was going to hang a shingle up to say that I buy, just locally, to say that I buy coins, but we now have this shop here and they advertise that they buy silver and gold. The only difference is that I'm not sure that they are available like in the evening. And I might be more available that way than they would be. What in the world? I just found a 2-ounce silver that I missed. Who got those from me? Let me look back. That was Stan. All right. Rosebud, welcome. Kellen L, how are you? You getting ready to go to work, are you? Let me do this right now. Because I have some to give away. You're going to go steal some trailers, are you? Break them, take them back to your illicit shop and break them down, are you? That pen is garbage. I'm going to toss it before I try to use it one more time. I've picked it up numerous times to use. Did I bring my, I do have my phone. All right. There you are. I had some memberships to gift away, so there you go. Mr. Blue got one, and Kellen L, and Kevin Rose, and Brad V, and Vincent all got. Oh, Kellen L, there is no such thing here as unsafe. Of course, Mr. is a welder. So we had actually, we rebuilt a trailer. We picked up a small ATV trailer, and we put a new axle under it and lengthened the tongue, and put a spot for a toolbox on it. And yeah, nothing that you can't do, right? I need some command strips. I have this dragon that Wolf 56 poured for me, and I want to put it on the door of my office here because I have a sign. Where is the sign? I haven't unpacked it yet. And that says, beyond this place, there be dragons. Ashes, welcome in. How are you? And where are you at today, Ashes? Are you in Vermont or? Oh, the frame is twisted. That's a totally different deal. Yeah, we don't have the ability to, if you've got a rack or something that you can put it on and stretch it out, but yeah, that's completely different. Let me get, is this the right link? There we go. New York, you're visiting with Shibby tomorrow, right? And he had said if you could get into Elmira to his shop, there was some stuff that you might be interested in. So, sweetness. He was pretty excited about the chance to meet up with you, which is awesome. It would be cool if you could get into Elmira and see his shop and look around, maybe do a live from there. That would be awesome. You and Shibby together. Hey there.
What's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
Just driving in this great state of New York.
New York. Are you having a good time on your
Oh yeah, yeah. We
vacation?
just left New Hampshire and Vermont, and now we're driving across New York, going to the hotel, and then get up in the morning and drive and visit with Shibby for a while, and then keep heading south.
And then keep heading south, heading back home.
Yeah. We're on the down leg, so yeah, we've already made the turn and coming back.
Darn, that's a bummer, right? Vacations are never long enough.
But it's been fun. We've done Virginia, D.C., Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, everything that's in New England we've hit now. So
Kellen says you're just going to be an hour from him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he says, are you taking 15 south from Elmira?
We were going to get on 81, but I can take 15 south probably. Email me, Kellen. silver.ashes.66@gmail.com. Email. But yeah, it's been fun, and I can't see the chat, so I'm driving. But
there, Kellen, throw him I dropped his email there in the chat. Kellen, throw him an email. Maybe you guys can.
That'd be cool.
Meet up.
We've been to 3 coin stores. So if anybody watched Yankee Stacking, and he always goes to Tim's shop there in Manchester, New Hampshire. So I went there. I didn't know Tim was only a bullion dealer. He has a coin shop, but he no longer deals in numismatics. So he only buys and sells gold and silver. So that was neat. Got to meet him. Didn't see Yankee. And then we went to another coin store.
What's the going rate for 90%er right now?
The people in front of me were selling 1 ounce gold bars, and he was buying 1 ounce gold bars at 1.45 or 1.49%, which is weird. So almost a 1.5% below spot is what he was paying for 1 ounce gold bars. And that's all people. I think he bought 3 from the guy that was in front of me, and then the guy behind me, he had 5 or 6 he was selling. So, but no numismatic stuff, which was disappointing. But that's all right. So, my wife, Angel, she searched for another coin store. We found another coin store and went over to it. And I picked up a really nice 1723 Hibernia halfpenny. Really, really nice, really good grade coin. Picked it up. So, and while we were in Boston at the Boston Tea Party place where they show you the ship and let you throw tea bags off in the water and they retrieve them, they have a little gift shop. And so they had all sorts of had all sorts of reproduction stuff for colonial coins and paper. So it was like $4 per set, and I bought all the sets that had just have different examples. It's pretty neat. But we've ate good, and so far since Saturday, we have traveled 1,014.3 miles.
So it's
not too bad.
Papa Frank says,
and we've walked. Oh my God!
There will Shibby tomorrow where you can spend the rest of your vacation money. I think he means there'll be Shibby tomorrow where you can spend the rest of that funds if you can get into his shop.
Oh yeah.
Good.
We'll get in. Yeah, I've already talked to him. So he opens at 11 a.m. So we're going to try to be there right at 11, spend some time with Shibby. And then I was connecting, and you mentioned something about where I was going to visit Shibby, and he was going to do something. But as I connected, I disconnected from YouTube, so I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, he was really excited about you potentially coming to the shop there in Elmira. He said, and of course today he was expecting that delivery that I hope got there.
Oh, good.
But he said he thought he had some stuff there that you'd really be interested in. So
Well, yeah, I've got a package of stuff there that he hasn't shipped me, so I'll just pick it up while I'm there, save him on the shipment, and then I told my wife I'd spend a little money there. You know how that is. The spousal unit, she's sitting over here. Yeah, she just gives me that look, and she just goes,
high spousal unit.
"Yeah, that's Angel. Yeah, that's Angela. We just call her Angel." But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty neat.
Well, it'd be cool if you could do a live from his shop with him.
Yeah, we may try to do that and see if we can just start one up and just he can attach him to it and I'll attach me to it. We just both pop up or something, but just do one for a little bit. But this whole trip's been pretty fun. You know, we've had no plan. We only had one hotel reserved before we left, and that was the one for Saturday night. And then every other day we have just she sits over here and where do you think we're going to end up? Oh, I was like, probably here. And she'll start finding a hotel and she'll find us a hotel. And she's batted 1,000 so far, everything we stayed in. We're staying in something in Amsterdam tonight. It's like a castle or some kind of, I don't know, it looks like a castle. So,
Well, that sounds like a blast.
yeah, so it'll be fun. So, and then Shibby's only 8 hours from the house. So it depends on what time we get done there. And if Kellen emails me, we may swing by and see Kellen. And then before I head on the rest of the way, we're probably going to stop halfway and then spend Friday just driving home. And we're going to be home by Saturday, but I think we'll be home Friday. So, which is fine. So,
Gives you a little extra day to recover.
yeah. But today's been a long day. We had a house fire this morning at a little after 5. Of course, my phone goes off if we have a call. And so I woke up and so I've been up ever since because of that. So,
Papa Frank wants to know if the castle is going to be haunted. Hey, Chu, welcome in. Welcome in, Vincent.
I hope not. I'd like to get a good night's sleep, but I didn't get any lobster. We went up into Maine and then we came back down to New Hampshire just outside of Maine and stayed and went to the restaurant there at the hotel to eat. Super nice little hotel place we stayed at. And so they had some kind of lobster pie. So I'll get that. That sounds good. I said, well, let me check. We may have sold out. She went back. She said, oh, we just sold the last one. It's like, okay. And then you got this. She said, oh, we're sold out of lobster for everything. I was like,
oh,
well, fine. I just want to get lobster then. So I got shrimp instead, but that's fine. So
say, what about a blue crab or something?
yeah, something. Yeah, but yeah, I'll say blue crabs. I get down to Chesapeake. I like blue crabs pretty well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we don't get much seafood here inland where we are.
Get you a bluegill or something. Yeah. Hello, everybody in chat. I can't see chat, but hello, everybody. So
yeah, we have Kellen, L, and Chu, and Vincent, and Papa Frank. Kellen, are you still here? Brad V, Kevin Rose, Rosebud, Casey Rose, Jonathan Eason, Mr. Blue, Captain Vic.
Nice. And right now we're driving through Troy, New York. And the highlight of the day when we came through a place called Woodstock, Vermont, and we're just driving through a little small town and they're having a little festival and there's at a 1923 fire truck. I said, oh, I got to stop and take a picture, being a squirrel that I am. And whenever I saw the firemen, they had a little tent set up like a little festival, whatever, said hello and asked him about the truck. He said, you want to go for a ride? It's like, yeah. So he took me for a ride, took me a ride around the block. And that is a 1923 Maxim fire truck, which is pretty cool. So
Kellen says he'll be plucking blue crabs out of the bay in October, so that's the time to go visit him.
Oh yeah, yep.
Roadies, how are you? He said, hopefully the castle has privies, not the ones on coins, but the kind that you can make a deposit at.
Well, it's got those things that hang off the wall, that hangs off the outside. You know, you just back up against the wall, and that's why it's nasty on the outside. That's what they do. So.
How are you, Roadies? Welcome in.
Well, y'all need to start buying some stuff, and she needs to start selling some stuff. Oh, my wife just loved those golf head covers.
Yes. Aren't those awesome? I'm trying to pull them up here. She actually specifically, my daughter-in-law told my daughter, when my daughter said, well, what do you want for your birthday? And she said, I need some golf club covers. It'd be cool to have some crochet ones, which of course she knew my daughter would pass on to me. So I asked my daughter, well, what kind should I make? And my daughter-in-law is a huge Harry Potter buff, and Jack Skellington and others. And so I started with the snake from Harry Potter, that Nagini, and then there's a mandrake, and there's all kinds. My daughter-in-law has a couple tattoos, but one of a sunflower and one of a bumblebee. So I threw those in there, and of course the
Lake Placid cover. Yeah, that was the best one, Lake Placid.
Yeah, the Lake Placid cover. She has that on the putter. I don't know if you saw.
Oh yeah.
So I said she has the most colorful golf bag. She golfs a ladies' league on Tuesdays, and so she just got these put in her golf bag.
Well, hopefully it won't make putting too hard for her.
That's what I told her. I said, you'll have to be good at putting because it doesn't look too hard. So was kind of fun. I haven't heard from her today to see what they all said last night about her golf bag. 2-stroke penalty for distraction. Papa Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's anybody out there that wants to come up on panel, I dropped the link there. You'd be welcome to come up. And anybody else that wants to go ahead.
I say, yeah, we did get to see the Plymouth Rock. That was interesting. So where the Pilgrims landed back in 1620. At least they think it's the right rock, but the rock's not in the right place, according to the tour guy that we were listening to. It's like,
oh, really?
They landed around here somewhere, and they're pretty sure this is the rock. And at one time, they decided that they were going to take half the rock up on top of the hill and leave half down here. So they broke it in half, and then they decided, no, they're going to leave it here. So they glued it back together. And they chiseled 1620 in it, and now it's here where it's. So it was a neat story. It's pretty neat to see it.
Papa Frank says Plymouth Rock, it's still there?
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, what they call the rock, it's still there. It's pretty neat. Listen to the story about why they stayed there and how many people died, because they stayed out in the bay for all of the winter, and they lost half of the people on the ship. They died because they didn't come ashore. So really weird.
Bertie says, Ashes, that's what I love about Virginia when I went to military school there, and the Northeast is so rich in history.
Well, I'm going to hop off of here. I'm getting into some traffic, and I'll see y'all on the stream on Saturday.
All right. That sounds great. You drive careful. Enjoy the rest of the trip.
Bye, everybody. See you Saturday. Bid high, bid often.
Thanks for hopping on.
All right. Thank you. See ya.
Hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Active duty school, Roadies says. Ah. Edward scissors hands to cut the rough down. I might be able to do just like a pair of scissors. We'll see. I didn't have problem was I didn't have patterns, so I kind of had to, I faked it. I made it up as I went along. I don't know if you've seen Harry Potter or if you're a fan of Harry Potter, but I did the Mandrake from Harry Potter, and I told her every time she pulls that off of the whatever club she's using, she'll have to cover her ears. There we go. That's the Mandrake. Cherie Ward, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. Keevan Rose. Thank you, Cherie, for sharing and hitting the like button. Good point. She raises, folks. Share it out. Let folks know we are up and going. If you want to sell, the email is right there on the screen. earlybirdtradeday@gmail.com. One item per email. Make sure your pictures are clear. You have a good description, what your ask price is, your starting bid or your bin, your shipping costs, and what payment methods you take. That's right, Cherie, it's hump day. Happy hump day. Did I show you? So this is a postcard from Kiwi, Mount Taranaki, which is where he lives, close to where he lives, there in New Zealand. How pretty is that? I've just been setting it back there. I like to look at it. So, teriyaki. It's Mount Taranaki. Oh, let's get a unicorn for Kellen L. Hopefully, Kellen, that'll work out for you and Ashes to meet up tomorrow. You are welcome for the membership, Kevin. Handed out a few here. Way too hot in southern Indiana. Spotty showers, living on the Ohio River, high humidity. Well, you can keep that humidity. Good grief. That's no fun at all. Papa Frank, sounds like you're recovering stronger every day. You said, well, that's good. How about I sell a few things? I'll throw some things out there and we will see what we can do, huh? I have a 1990 mint set, P&D. It's all here with the COAs. If I take them out of there, I only grabbed one. They are both there. I'm going to do a starting bid on that of $7. How about starting bid of $7? Let me turn my camera down there so I don't have to hold it up. As always, and I always forget to say this at the beginning, if you buy or win from me and want to donate it to St. Jude's, I am collecting for St. Jude's as always. I got a few things here. I got a package from Ashes. I've got some silver grams that Vincent purchased. Cherie Ward had donated a win, a GA win. So yeah, Vincent, I gave away some memberships at the beginning. Mr. Blue, Kellen L, Kevin Rose, Brad V, and Vincent all got memberships. And why are you not? There we go. 1990 mint set P&D. It is complete. Starting bid of 7. Looks like nobody's interested in that. So we will move on. I just have some various and sundry things here. Not a lot. 10 1 gram Valcombi. I'm asking $25. I have not adjusted my price with the current prices. That's $2.50 per gram. $25 a bag plus ship. Quarters. What about quarters, Kellen L? You looking for quarters? I have here a 73 S Cameo half. It is a gem cameo proof Kennedy. It's got a little toning on it. Let me see if I can get that toning to pick up. I'm going to have to come down in here closer. I need to get some kind of light shade on my windows, but now you can kind of see that toning along this edge there. Starting bid of $3 on that is a 73. Get that mint mark there. 73S proof. I don't even remember when I got this. Dolls, how are you? Welcome in. You'd be welcome to come up on panel if you want to sell tonight. I have a couple copper rounds here. This is if you're not stacking copper, you should be. It's in this package. And there we go. 17th Bombardment Group. Copper round, and it says the 34th, 37th, 89th, and 95th Bombardier Group. Act of Congress 2014. Toujours au danger. And it's got a sticker on the other side. I also have this Morgan replica. Starting bid choice, $3. I picked up off of the classifieds a rug for my office, which is great because my rolly chair, I needed a rug, but they had it rolled up in a ball and it's got little, it's not laying flat yet. So my rolly chair kind of. Vincent at 3, do we hear 4? Anybody? Vincent at 3, do we hear 4? Anybody? I was looking at the floor and not the chat. Vincent at 3, do we hear 4? I'm going to see if I think I have a capsule that copper might fit into. I'm going to take it out of that wrapper because it's dirty and you can't see it. If nothing else, I'll put it in a clear. Boy, I do not have much for capsules. Good grief. Well, I was looking down, Cherie, to see why my chair wasn't rolling. Thinking, what in the world? I just put a carpet down or a rug and my little rolly chair wasn't rolling, and it's because the rug had a little bump in it where it's not laying flat, and the weak rollers on this chair. Oh my gosh, I have a capsule here. It's the right size and I cannot pull it open with my fingers. We're at 3 looking for 4. Do we hear 4? Anybody? 3 looking for 4 on these copper rounds. I'll put that back out there while I get this capsule open without hopefully cutting off my finger. 3 looking for 4, folks. There. Now we can see that. How cool is that? The Doolittle Tokyo Raiders. Really cool story there. And then the other one is a Morgan replica. Choice $3. If there's no other bids, I'm just going to count it down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are sold to Vincent on choice of the copper rounds. Which ones do you want, Vincent? And the only one that has a wallet with me right now is Kellen L, because wallet's shipped out. Congratulations, Cherie. I do not have mirrors on the ceiling. I'll show you. I'll take a picture. And then I'll show you. See, I've got this rug under my desk there, under my rolly chair. But see how it's kind of ruffled up there? And the wheels on that chair kind of catch on it. Okay, the Morgan to St. Jude's, you bet. I'm writing this down. And I'm going to write the Morgan Give me 1 second to do. All right. That will go with the Morgan to St. Jude's. And the other one will come to you, and I will put it in a wallet, which I will start for you. Right now. I need to get a little bag to put that St. Jude's one in, because I don't want to lose the, there we go, lose the tag off of it. I want to make sure that we give credit where credit is due. Reminds me, I do need to talk with Miss Ida. All right, that will go in the St. Jude's drawer right there. All righty. Hazy Coins, how are you? Welcome in. All right. Stan, if you're out there, my apologies. I found one more silver round, one of these Canadian. It is a 2 ounce. It is the saber tooth tiger. And I'm asking, it is the 2023, I should say. 2023. I'm asking, what was I asking on those? Good grief. Give me a minute while I look through my notes. $76 on that. Good grief. I had to pick it all up and put it all away, and I had stuffed it in the, I use a toolbox here. I don't know if you've ever seen my setup here, but I just have just a regular locking toolbox that I put stuff in while I'm streaming. And oh, good grief. There we go. No takers on that. Well, I could list it later. Hey, it's up for a bin, Vincent. If you want that for 76, it's yours. I will put it in your wallet. Vincent, Stan had just asked me what all I had left, and I gave him a list of everything that I had found and gave him a deal on a whole lot. I just somehow missed this. So that's yours. I will put it in with your copper. 76 on that. I have these, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, I still have one bag of these 1 grammers. There's 10 in this bag for $25. I have a 1941 Walker. It is circulated. I'll do 17 on it if somebody's interested. If anybody else wants to come up, you'd be welcome to join me. All right, you got it, Vincent. There's 17, that'll go in your packet. All right. Now, I feel like I'm going to take her out of there and let me put my glove on so I have safe coin handling here. I have a piece dollar that I'm going to offer. What do I have going on here? Big Flip's messaging me. Here's a 25 piece dollar. And I'm going to do a starting bid on this. They hooked up the wires to the poles for your fiber optic. Whoa, you're getting so close, Cherie. It's a world of difference. So this will be an auction. Starting bid of 30. Hey, 210, how are you? Take my glove off for a minute. Just. Big Flip's just coming in off the lake, so he says he'll be in shortly. Dolls, I'll throw the link out there if you want to come up and sell tonight. No takers on that. I have an 1885. I believe this to be AU58, but you use your own judgment on this Morgan. I have not checked this for VAMs. No room on my selling area with all the gemstone beads I'm using to create some of my awesome pieces. We'll see here in a few. I started a special project today, a crochet project, and it's going to be totally awesome, but also pretty challenging. Okay, so I'm going to throw this out here for $1. Let me get it out of the bag here. $1, Civil War coin collection. Where is this from? Advanced Civil War Coin Club, one uncirculated, colorized $50. This is the Gettysburg Address from the Mystic Stamp Company. $1. It is a 2013 Kennedy. One uncirculated $50, colorized. $1. All right, you got it, Rosebud. You got it. No, but it looks like there should be, right, Cherie? Like it should be a candy. I keep forgetting today's date. You got it, Rosebud. I wrote that on there. I will put that in my St. Jude's box. Thank you, Rosebud. Appreciate that. I know it's not like a whole lot, but how about we do this? Whoops, wrong thing. Share screen. I want to share the screen. Oh. And I set this up earlier and now I can't remember. What did I use? No, it's this. Good grief. When I don't even know my own. Giveaway. I'm going to do a good grief. Come on. Silver Scientist, hello. Yeah, it is exclamation point kindness. So that doesn't seem to be working very well, does it? Oh, there we go. I don't know why it didn't pick yours up, Cherie. Dolls Dolly is in. Exclamation point kindness. There we go, Cherie. All right. It's going to be a couple of foreign coins that I have sitting here. One from Zambia and one from Mozambique. Because it doesn't like you. I don't know. There, now we're getting some entries. Cyclone, how are you? I have a package of stuff that I'm expecting in, and there's been issues, not with shipping, but rather with the lack of it even being sent. So I'm a little frustrated with that someone has been putting me off getting it shipped. Siren, welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Make sure you get entered, Siren. Exclamation point kindness. Exclamation point kindness. I have Cyclone Roadies, AZ Coins, Casey Rhodes, Rosebud, Papa Frank, Cherie, and Dolls Dolly. Get in this, Siren. Jonathan Eason is in. AZ Coins was already there. Well, Kellen, you're the one that said your package isn't big enough, so I can't ship it. That's on you, man. Not on me at all. I'm sorry you have a small package and it won't ship properly. There we go. We got Kevin and Siren in. Awesome. All right. So, 210. Anybody else? We have Dolls, Cherie, Papa, Rosebud, Casey, AZ, Roadies, Cyclone, Jonathan, Siren, Kevin, and 210. Captain Vic, you're not in. Exclamation point, kindness. Well, Kellen, I'm just repeating what you said, man. I said, hey, give me your address and I'll ship it. And he said, you said my package isn't big enough yet. So there we go. Robert Pintoff and Captain Vic. All right. When I hit this, it will actually declare the winner in the chat because this is the bot. So be paying attention to the chat there. 987654321. And did it choose a winner? There we go. AZ Coins. Ta-da! Congratulations, AZ. You won the giveaway. I think so too, Cherie. It might be a personal problem for sure. So let me go over here. All right, AZ Coins. I have a Zambia, a 1983 Zambia. One, I think it's Ngui, is how that's pronounced. I think the N is kind of a Ngui. St. Jude's, you got it. Let me show you the other one. Mozambique. This is a 20 centavo from 1974. Older than a lot of you in here. In really nice condition. Republica Portuguesa, 20 centavo. I will absolutely let me write that down. All right. One by AZ Coins. That's those two. Let me get them in a package here. So nothing happens to them. Congratulations, AZ. Thank you for that donation to St. Jude's. Appreciate that. Let me get them slipped down in here. Oh, good grief. Come on. There you go. And then I can seal that up. All right. Little package right there. And that goes into St. Jude's box. If anybody's working on a dime book, I have an uncirculated 96 Philly, asking $1. I'm just trying to clean out some stuff here. Ida Herring, how are you? Ida, we just did a giveaway. Absolutely, Vincent. Yeah. Vincent, let me get it set up here. In fact, Vincent, let's do a duck race for it. And while that's pulling up, all right, folks, I don't know if you're aware of Everyday Opportunities Dime Time Challenge. But, and I should have had this, good grief, I should have the, the link for it saved, and I do not. So it's going to take me just a moment to get back and find this video. And there's been a couple of updates. That's the New Year's extravaganza. Let's see here. So Everyday Opportunity is doing a dime time challenge wherein if this might play in the background, so apologies if it's a community give back initiative. And I'm going to play just a short blip of it so that you can hear it, well, so to speak, from the horse's mouth. He has a playlist. Everyday Opportunity has a playlist over there. And I'm actually going to grab this link because I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play a truncated version here. And the playlist here has all the updates for it.
Welcome back to the Everyday Opportunity channel.
Up here.
You can't even fit a penny in that bottle. Obviously, hearing Dime Time from Rob Vine's Treasure when he's searching for dimes to put in his books and different things like that. And so I wanted to try something different. Instead of looking for something to put into a book, I wanted to look to the community to do a project to give back to each other. So all we're going to do here is you can send in your own silver dimes if you would like. Every dime is an entry. There is unlimited entries. Everybody who's in our community is able to play. You can win dimes on my channel, just on our Saturday show. I've been giving some dimes away already on some other channels. I wanted to kind of show y'all how big this project is going to be. This is one roll of dimes, 50 dimes, $5 space value. Now, these are just regular dimes, but they'll kind of give you an idea.
Okay, so the end result of this will be some point in October. This wheel will be spun, and the winner will win this jar and any other dimes of all of the dimes. And the estimated value of this jar full of dimes is somewhere around $7,000. So it's like the extravaganza, only this is with dimes. And Vincent is kind enough to have donated some entries. And so they're sitting over there at EC's channel. And if you want to know more about how it's going to work, you need to go over there to Everyday Opportunities and watch that video. It's only a few minutes long. Give him the, you know, the view time, if you would, to understand more about it. But Vincent wants to give away an entry right now. So chit chat it up in chat. I'm going to grab the names out of chat and we will do a duck race, and the winner will win an entry over there on Everyday Opportunities Dime Time Challenge. So I'm going to set the timer. I have to find a timer on my phone. I'm going to set the timer for, let's just do 1 minute. You have 1 minute in chat. Go. Chit chat it up, chit chat it up. I am going to pull the names out of the chat and put it into this duck race. And the winner will be entered into that Dime Time Challenge courtesy of Vincent. And if you don't already have an entry, you would be lucky enough if you win it to get an entry. But if you already have entries, it doesn't matter. It's unlimited entries per person. So you can get as many as you want. Make sure you are on live chat. Good point. We have 18 seconds left here. Good luck. Oh, I need to chat. Me. I don't have an entry yet. So you're right, Casey Rhodes. The grind never yakety yak and don't talk back, roadies. Well, I had. Okay, the timer went off. So let me grab these names. And bring them over here. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the names. I'm going to take that out because we don't need the member in there. And that. I don't know why it copies those. We will take a look at these names here and let me know if it didn't pick you up. We have AZ Coins, Casey Rhodes, Ida Herring, Jonathan Eason, Kevin Rose, Papa Frank, Cyclone Roadies, Robert Pintoff, Rosebud Shreward, and Sheree Ward, and me. So anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Let me know if I missed you. If it didn't, because we have 23 watching. Siren, you didn't get in. And 210, I didn't see you get in. Who else? Put a 1 in chat put a 1 in chat if I missed you. Oh, Mr. Blue. All right. I don't know how that was, Siren. I don't know how it missed you. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right, we're done. We're going to give it 58 seconds because that's how old I am. 58, that's my number this year. All right, folks, we are going to shuffle it 3 times. Once for me, once for you, once for everybody else. Let's shut that off so we don't blow out any eardrums. And good luck. Again, this is for an entry in the Dime Time Challenge, courtesy of Vincent. Big Flip. He sent me, Big Flip sent me pictures of him. They're out on the boat. He's I'm sure just rushing right back to hop in on the stream. I saw him in a Whatnot stream earlier today or yesterday, and he bought some stuff, but it was my first time in there, and I was a little more hesitant about that. Oh, who's it going to be here? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And Rosebud. Siren, you were a close second. So that's how it fell. Rosebud, you are the entry. Let me go back to my studio here. So are you keeping track of that, Vincent, or do you want me to email Everyday Opportunity as well? Because I don't want to write it on a note here and then misplace it. So I'm actually going to okay, I was just composing. Siren was second. Rosebud. Siren was second. So tonight's winner is Rosebud via Vincent. So I'm sending that. Let's see. There we go. I sent an email to. Oh, Rosebud, you don't have to do that. Yeah, Siren was second, Rosebud. All right. It appears that we have some emails, both from Rosebud and Kevin Rose. So I'm going to head over there now. Rosebud is up first, and then Kevin's on deck. Cherie, are you sending emails? If so, you would be in the hole there. Thank you, Rosebud. I will let him know. All right. Sure, Cyclone. What's up? Vincent, Rosebud said to gift that to me. I'm not going to turn it down. I don't have an entry. Normally I would say no, but thank you, Vincent. I appreciate that. So Cyclone, what you got? you want to go ahead and do your request, I'm going to share the screen and get over to the emails. All right, so folks, Cyclone 13, if you're listening, he is looking for a 2016 W Walking Liberty Gold with the COA box. Last one he needs for the set. Right there in chat. So if you have one, you know of someone, it's right there. Nerd Analyst, welcome in, Nerd. How are you? So if anybody has a 2016 W Walking Liberty Gold with the COA box, let Cyclone 13 know. Ashes, if you're out there and listening, that might be up your alley. You're very welcome, Cyclone. That's what we're here for. Buy, sell, trade. Drop your stuff. You don't want to come up. You don't want to send an email. Drop your stuff. Drop what you got in the chat. I don't mind. Make deals in the chat. That's what it's all about. Nerd, are you sending an email? I might still have that email here in the emails if you still have that stuff available and nothing has changed. All right, we're up first on the emails with Rosebud. We have a 32 coin V-nickel near complete collection in a Whitman folder. Just as a reminder, Rosebud takes Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, goods and services only, so add the 3%. Rosebud is a mod here, can drop his own information, including his email. But, okay, will do. It's not going to take all of this, so it's going to truncate it. Bin or trade, 1883 to 1912 S, missing only the 85 coin. They're good to XF, asking $3.50 plus $6. Rosebud does combined ship. So if you buy more than one thing from him, he will combine ship for that $6. Trying to get you up here to get you a little better look. He will trade for 10 1-ounce decent silver bars, rounds, or coins. 22 of these coins, he said, are good. 7 VG and the 83, let's see, no coins. The 86 is fair, and the 12S is VG. So let me move this so y'all can get a better look here. I will do that, Nerd. I think I put it in the Early Bird Trade Day Wednesday folder, so I wouldn't delete it because I kind of thought you might be back up. And I just had an inkling, or I hoped you might be back up. These are a little bit blurrier, but you can see the 85 is gone. We have the 83s, the 84. And get up in here on these later dates. 06, the 07, the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, the 12D, and the 12S. Rosebud says the 86 is fair, and the 12S is VG. $3.50 plus $6 ship. All right. We have here 6 sets available of the 2005 S-proof state quarter sets. Oh, Good grief, come on. $5 per set. It has California, Minnesota, Oregon, Kansas, West Virginia. These are in the hard plastic cases. 6 sets available. It is a bin choice for $5 each, $6 shipping. If you're working on a state quarter, these are proof. 5 sets available. There are no COAs with these. They are clad. All right. Next, we have bin choice, $9 each, plus $1 or combined shipping. We have the Uncanny X-Men number 246 and 247 from the 1989 Marvel Comics. VF to NM. X-Men, witness the fearful fate of an X-Man. Oh no, what price victory? Ah! The Uncanny X-Men. Enter the master mold. $9 each on these. Plus $1 or combined ship. This is number 246 from July. Number 246 and 247, July 1989. Older than some of you in here, potentially. All right, we will move on. We have here bicentennial Ike dollars. There are 7 coins. 7 available. It is a bin of $6 each. I'm just going to add that bicentennial Ikes there. Any interest? Pick these up and put sets together next year. No takers there. All right, we're down to Rosebud's last item. All right, we have here Littleton State quarter tube, 50 uncirculated BU, all the states. Okay, he says that's all of the states here. It is a bin of 40 plus 6. Again, combined shipping. Let me get you the 50 statehood quarter set. Uncirculated. It's all 50. $40 plus 6. all 50. So it's $12.50 face value for all 50. Just right there. There's a complete statehood quarter set uncirculated. Any interest? Make them an offer. Rosebud's pretty amiable for offers if anybody wants to throw out an offer too there. I am going to drop Rosebud's email in the chat right now. There you are, Frank Hodges, 1939 at gmail.com. Did you get your stitches out, Rosebud? I should have asked you before. I think you did last week. All right, Kevin Rose, you're up next, then Cherie Ward, and then I'm going to move this back to the inbox. And I'll come down to it, Nerd, after I get through Kevin and Cherie. All right, Nerd? So are you feeling all right then, Rosebud? Healed up well? No physical therapy or anything like that from it? All right, Kevin. Kevin is up. Kevin takes Cash App, PayPal friends and family. His Cash App is right there, that Eni jewelry. We have here Montana Garnet gravel bags. Asking $25 plus $5 ship, guaranteed to contain at least 20 carats of almondine garnets, some large enough to be faceted. Fun for the kids or the whole family. He has 5 bags available, and he did let me know last time that he uses his sapphire gravel to put these together. So potentially you could also find a sapphire in with the garnet. There's a garnet right there. So $25 plus $5 ship. We'll have at least 20 plus carat weight of garnets in it. And potentially a Montana sapphire. Great activity for the kids. If you can't get up here in person, it's the next best thing. All right, moving on. Desert Rose Trading Company. This is a Sanskrit jasper and sterling silver graduated bead necklace. It is 18 inches. It extends to 24 inches. New condition. He's asking $75 shipped. Get up on those beads. Almost look like rosary beads, don't they? Sanskrit jasper, sterling silver. $75 shipped. 18 inches, extends to 24 with the way the clasp is with that chain on it. It is a variable length. There's the 925. Start buying now for Christmas. Who knows? You might have birthdays, anniversaries, whatever between now and then too. All right, we'll move on. We have a Boulder Opal ring. Size 7.5 sterling silver. Australia Boulder Opal, handmade, 5.8 grams total, $55 shipped. I have some raw boulder opal sitting right here. Mintabi black. This matrix, that's that boulder opal, but it's sure got, look at the color in that. You got the green and the blue and some purple in there. And how gorgeous is that? Stamped sterling right there within the band. $55 shipped. It is a 7.5. Pardon me while I get a drink. Wet the old whistle. All right. Turquoise, 23.6 carat weight, Kingman turquoise on a 14.73 3/9 fine silver handmade pendant, hand cut, hand set, native made, $65 shipped. I read that like I have it memorized. Not quite, but there's the reverse, Keevan's mint mark, 3/9 fine. How cool is that pendant? Or heck, use it for your key rings. Put your house keys on it. Or a zipper pull for a purse or a satchel or a jacket. All right. Kevin is also amiable to offers. I'm dropping his information in chat right now. Exclamation point Kevin. Actually, it's Kevin, plain Kevin. I didn't put the accent there, so there's his information now in chat if you want to reach out to him. This is a 925 sterling Navajo made Kokopelli ruby and zoisite ring, size 12, $85 shipped. With that Kokopelli figure there on the side. Size 12. Yep, exactly, River. It's unfancy Kevin versus fancy Kevin. Because I know some people have difficulties finding that, whether it's on their phone or whatever. So just plain old Kevin. How are you, River? It's good to see you. You're beautiful too. It's good to have you in. 17 watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I don't know what I need to do to get more people in here on Wednesdays, but as my life settles down here, hopefully in the next little bit, I'm going to be changing some things up. Vincent, that was a bin of 85. Whoops. Which one? There we go. The Kokopelli ring. All right, Vincent. That Kokopelli, you know, Vincent, is an ancient symbol of fertility, not just for people, but for agriculture, for rains, etc. Congratulations, Vincent. All right. We're moving on up. Yeah, yeah, this house move has been, but we'll get there. We will get there. Vincent making babies, or maybe he's got some crops that, you know, he's planting out there, wheat or alfalfa or whatever. He's got a big garden. All right, we have here 3/9 fine silver picture jasper pendant, handmade 9.6 grams, 3/9 fine silver, 39.25 carat weight, $55 shipped. And I do think that this right here looks like a photo of a night sky with the Milky Way and stars. Yes, land. Exactly, Vincent. So it can refer to water. If you need, you're looking for moisture to grow the crops, or you're planting the garden, or a hayfield, or I was hoping for grandkids, but it's not going to happen. So, oh well. So asking 55 shipped on this. 55 shipped. All right. And that's Keevan's last email. Hey, we got a sale out of it, Keevan. So congratulations to both you and Vincent. Cool piece of jewelry there. So we will move on now to Cherie. Yeah, our son and daughter-in-law had to put their little dog down 2 weeks ago. It was pretty rough. So we're down to 2 grand puppies. And our daughter just hasn't been able to conceive. So she's kind of just moving on. You betcha, Keevan. This is America's Silver Patriot Jack Silver Pour. So it's a Grumpy Cooter Silver. It is a Jack, the game, the Jacks. It's 20 grams, 3/9 fine silver. There is no COA. Shipping is $6, starting bid of $35. Yeah, River, it was really tough. We knew it was coming because he had cancer, and he had this massive cancerous tumor on his little butt cheek on one side there. And it just, oh my gosh, it got so big, and it had grown over, and his tail was completely dislocated and pointed off to the side. And it just, he was still feeling okay, but he couldn't go to the bathroom. And we were like, yep, it's time to do it. So that's the crochet project that I'm working on. That I just started yesterday. That's going to be a challenging one. And I'll get it and show it to you here when we're done with emails. So this Jack Pour, this is from Grumpy Cooter. It is a 3/9 fine silver Jack for, a game. From Cherie Ward, she's asking $35. Starting bid. Yeah, the sad thing is, it's the only pet she's ever had. She's never had any other pets in her life. So it was pretty traumatic for her, and she's had him for 14 years. All right, we have here a 19, good grief, 1868. I have to get this. I'll have to do it in 2. We have a starting bid of $40 on it. Shipping is $6. It's a 1868 3-cent nickel, great condition. Starting bid of $40. Exactly. We never played Jacks, River. That's just one thing we didn't do. Cherie, Mr. Blue says, got my package. Thank you. Let's scroll up on this. This looks like it's in rather nice condition. This 3-cent nickel. 1868. Starting bid of $40. Look at the detail in that. Now I'm just going to let that set there. Little worn on the Liberty or in the tiara there, the crown. Deprived childhood, yeah. We spent all our time on horses and fishing and moving cows, and we burned sagebrush with my dad, and any inside games that we did, we played Uno, and we played penny ante poker. Kevin Rose Vincent said, emailed you, ? This is a beautiful coin. Any interest in this? She's pretty, starting bid of 40. All right. So Cherie can drop her information there in chat. We have some interest in it. Maybe somebody will shoot you an offer. So we have a strange but true facts about Lincoln and Kennedy. I neglected to say, Cherie takes Cash App, Venmo, and Chime. She does not have PayPal and does not want to take PayPal payments, please. So I'm dropping this in. This is in a frame. It's a 2008 Philly Kennedy $50 and a 58 wheat cent, a 59 D Lincoln cent. The frame could use new painting, but the piece is solid and intact. It's a 9 by 7.5 inches. Starting bid $15. This is the strange but true. The only way I can turn this is if I download it. Strange but true facts. Lincoln was elected in 1860. Kennedy was elected in 1960. 7 letters in their names. Secretary's name was Kennedy, and Kennedy's secretary's name was Lincoln. Assassinated on a Friday with wife present. Assassinated on a Friday with wife present. Booth shot Lincoln in a theater and hid in a warehouse. Oswald shot Kennedy from a warehouse, and he hid in a theater. Successor named Johnson, and successor named Johnson. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Apologies, Charisse. Sometimes they do that. Put it right down there at the bottom. Both presidents had the validity of their election challenged. Both presidents were directly concerned with civil rights. Blah, blah, blah. Any interest? Blah, 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 right? They were born 100 years apart. They were both killed before their trials. Booth and Oswald. Which seems rather convenient. All right. Yeah, it's a lot easier looking at it like that. And I forget sometimes to scroll down because sometimes Gmail puts it down there. Ash's email. It's silver.ashes.66, but it's right there. I just dropped it. silver.ashes.66 at Gmail. All right, Cherie's bringing the stuff tonight, folks. Choice 10-ounce bars. We have the rare Sumitomo metal mining Let me get this. 10.3 ounces. Sumitomo Metal Mining, 10.03 ounces. Rare AGS, 10 troy ounce vintage bars, 450 choice. $7 ship. Yeah, Cherie, I think you'll find that changes when you get the fiber optic. You're welcome, Kellen. So Cherie's got the heat here, a couple of 10 ouncers, 10.03 on that first one, to be exact. They are sweet bars. Yeah, that 10.03, you don't see those very often. Shoot her an offer. Kellen, if you need his number, because I know he won't mind, you shoot me a text and I'll give you his cell phone number. And that might be an easier way for you to connect with him than via email. If you'd rather do that, I'll just no interest in these. She's actually had these for a while, 210. I think she had these about a month ago. I know spot was up a month ago too, but she's had these for a little while. All right, we have a Walker and Buffalo coin cutout pendants. $40 shipped or best offer. Is that for both pendants, Cherie? I believe it is. It's for the set. $40 shipped or best offer. So these were done by iCirc, I believe. One of a kind, because I think he said he was not doing it again. Very unique, handmade, hand cut out. There's a 35 there and a 43 Walker. Ah, Vincent, yes. I can go back to that. Absolutely. This is the reverse, of course, not as good because you need to look at the obverse. Anyways, a couple of pendants here. $40 or best offer. She's taken offer on these, folks. All right. And that was Cherie's final email. So I'm going to go back to the Jack. This is America Silver Patriot, Vincent. And it weighs 20 grams. And she's asking 35 on it. Yeah, the reverse on those is not appealing. And she said, you do have a wallet. Yeah, if you're going to step on a Jack, you may as well, step on a silver one. You got it, Vincent. Vincent said, Ben, Cherie, will you take that? It was a starting bid of 35, but Cherie, you let me know if you'll just take it. Exactly, yeah. Well, and silver has the word escapes me, little aphasia moment here. because I'm not old enough to have old-timers disease. Antibacterial properties. So if you're going to step on one and have it stab into your foot, it's better to have one that's antibacterial. Hey, boss. If you're going to come up, let me grab the link. I'm just finishing up with emails here. All right. So crap. I mean, darn. I didn't delete it. There you go. Cred. All right. That's yours, Vincent. and that was, sorry.
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horseshit.
There we go. All right. That is all the emails tonight. Oh, no. I have one more. Apologies, nerd. All right. We have one email from Nerd. Yeah, nobody loses a foot. Nobody gets blood poisoning because it's silver. So Nerd has Benjamin Franklin $50 sets. He has 2 sets available. It is a 35 coin set in the Dansko 7165 album. They are circulated, all with readable dates and mint marks. He's asking $5.50 shipped per set. There's the mints. And I looked, I think melt on these is around like 477. I don't know where silver ended, but okay, so let's just say 480. And these albums are $35 each, at least. He's asking $5.50 shipped. It is going to be a little heavier because the weight of the 35 coins and the book. So Nerd has 2 of them available. And there's nothing fantastically stellar about, they are circulated. But they are complete albums. So I am going to post Nerd's. Nerd takes PayPal, friends and family, Cash App, and Venmo. And there's the bin of 55 shipped and Nerd's email, nerdanalyst2020@gmail.com. So if anybody's interested in those, email Nerd. Current melt on coinflation is $13.70 per coin, and there's 35 coins in that. You do the math. All right, Big Flip, let me copy this. There you are. I'm just getting back over to my panel. $5 super sticker. Thank you for that, Big Flip. Thank you. I appreciate that and appreciate you and love the pictures. Can I show the pictures? Oh, is that Cowboy? Oh, no, it's yeah. Is that Cowboy in the other seat? And you're letting the boss man the wheel there, huh? I didn't mention that, but oh, you're just watching. Oh, I can show them. All right. Well, I will stop. I will get over here. and stop sharing those. All right. Let me move this out of the way. Let me move my.
Warning, bullshit alert.
All right. Here's some photos from Big Flip. Flip sides in charge. Look at that view. And he's got Flip Sis with him and Cowboy. Out on the lake or out on the water in the boat. Living the rough life out there. So Sis is building a house down the street from you, huh? We're putting in a house. How's that going for you, Big Flip? I'll get up here so you can look at some of this stuff. Boy, my bullshit button is even dusty. $87 here now was 93. Well, it's hot here too. It was now yesterday and today was cooler. I haven't looked today to see what we got up to, but I think it was mid 70s. We were 96 the other day, but we don't have the humidity like you do. And Mister is off to the hayfield. We got the camper all ready. That's what we did Saturday and Sunday. Got the camper ready and I got meals for him cooked up for 2 weeks. So he is out at our beloved neighbors at our old place camping and running the swather since he started. Well, we hauled it out there Sunday. So $54 here. I need to unthaw the brain. Well, he about froze because it was 30. I think he said he got 33 yesterday. He didn't have enough. He didn't have enough blankets. He had to actually run the furnace in the camper. She's almost done. Just the garage carport left to install. Holy cow. And then she can move in, or is she already kind of moved in and living in it? And is she planning on being there like back and forth, or being there kind of for longer periods? Or I miss it cooling off at night because that's the blessing out there. I mean, we would get up in the upper 90s, mid to upper 90s, but it cools off at night out there. I mean, and here it got like 54 or something last night, and bleh, that's hot.
That was bullshit.
That's what it was. Anybody else have anything? Anybody have anything to sell? You have anything in chat? You want to throw something out there that you're anything that you're looking for? Hey, Big Flip, I need to get with you because I was in that whatnot yesterday and I wanted to pick up some things. I've got to wrap my head around it. It just moves a little fast for me. And I can't math in my head that fast. Therefore, I haven't made any purchases. But that one that we were in yesterday, Hollenbeck's, I am going, they're going to be my first purchase. I just was super hesitant. I almost pulled the trigger on the ones that you picked up. October's your favorite month. I was in another one today, and I don't know if my screen was not working right or what, but there was nothing showing. And I could see in the chat that people were bidding and winning, but there was nothing coming up on my screen that was showing what was being sold. So I have no idea what, and Ringmaster Ray was in it. Dolly does have knives, bags, bookcase, purses. Oh, chat amongst yourselves. Let me, you only put your max bid. I don't know how to do that. So how do you set a max bid? Let me go grab my project here really quick. Oh, that's my goofy brain. I was cooking some meat for the dog, for dog food. I cook old freezer burnt meat for her and left it on the stove, just simmering along, and it almost boiled all the water out. So, all right, I have to lay this on the floor. On the rug. And I'll take a picture. There. All right. Now I'll pick it up. Let's see. Let me just read it back, read the chat back. Usually I have to exit and come back in to reset so you can see bidding. I think it's a non-iPhone software issue. Well, then that's probably what it was, Vincent, is that I should have exited. I didn't know you could watch on YouTube, Big Flip. I was definitely on the Whatnot app. Okay, so touch the bid button, not the slide button, and I can put in a max bid. Okay, I haven't even attempted to swipe. I've been pretty careful about it. Yeah, Vincent, Hollenbach is Big Flip's coin store. So I know, I know that I can trust them. I know they're reliable, blah, blah, blah. And so I feel comfortable that way. That they're not going to screw me over. Burner Brothers Antiques on Whatnot sells some coins once in a while. Oh, Burner Brothers. How do I? Oh, good grief. So I can just search for them on here. Search Burner Burner Brothers Antiques. Okay. I will follow them. Thank you. Dolls, what is yours? The other seller is one that Ray told me, Vincent. And I'm going to look right now because I have it in the followed hosts. Witter Coin. In fact, I literally took a photo of their screen so that, let's see. Oh, and I deleted it. Dolls on Whatnot. Okay. DOLLZ. I'm not finding you. DOLLZ. There we go. I found you. Okay. I'm following you. I'm Silver Keys 999 on Whatnot. So, okay. Because I almost emailed you, dolls, just to say, just to ask you what you were so that I could hop into yours next time. And I'm learning it. So, and Vincent, that other seller, I'm trying to pull it up here so I can show you. In fact, they're on right now. And let me turn it down. So let's see. And like I said, it's one that Ringmaster Ray told me about. If I can get it to Witter Coin. And I have no idea. He was in it today when he popped in and out. I had to leave because again, there was nothing showing. I could see their chat down here and I could see people, bidding and winning bids, but the screen was just like their home screen. And I clicked on whatever this thing is right here on this shop button and couldn't figure that out and was like, okay, well, I'm done. And then I got Holland back. And great. Oh. So these are the ones that Ray told me about. Hololex collection and Great Southern Coin. I'm still trying to kind of figure it out, but I need to find I need to find an avenue where I can, I don't know, be more involved. So I want to show you, I mentioned my son and daughter-in-law had to put their little puppy down. And I wanted to do something for him. In fact, this might be a good trial. Let's see. I don't know if I can get this up here. All right. So this is what I'm doing. This is an Afghan, and it's literally a QR code. So if you have a phone and can snap on that, it would be helpful to me if you let me know if that QR code works for you. Usually run my whatnot in the evening on Wednesday. So scan that and let me know if it pulls up. My daughter-in-law is kind of a she's done her house in black and white. And my banner is in the way. All right. Let me. Oh, this is such a dirty booger to. If I pinch this together, I can. There. Now, can you get it? Yes, River. So I'm making her an Afghan, River. That is this complete QR code. And when you scan the QR code, it's actually a picture of their little dog. So let me, I will scan it. I'm going to show you here on my phone. It scans. And it pulls up a picture of Knuckles. So the blanket, the Afghan, will just look black and white. So it's kind of a secret what it is. I didn't want to attempt this to recreate because I wasn't sure I could get all the little details of the dog. So it's called a Graphgan. And if you recall the Graphgan that I made of Tate on the horse. And so this is the start of it with all my little bobbins. And I have to change all the colors. The black, the white, the black, the white, the black, the white. And I just got it started yesterday. So what I'm hoping is that when I get it finished, this QR code works on the pattern, but will it work when I actually finish the Afghan and lay the Afghan out? So I'm taking a chance on it that it's going to work, but I believe it will. This is the pattern to follow. So, and it's 5 white, 4 black, 4 white, 4 black, 9 white, 8 black, 4 white. I mean, it's bleh. I've never seen it before either, River. And that's kind of why I want to do it, because it's challenging. And I like to be outside of the box with projects. So don't like to be same old, same old. All right, I'm down to 10 people watching. I've done a giveaway. I'm sorry I don't have more tonight. I am going to try to get into the LCS tomorrow morning. If anybody has stuff out there, that they're looking to sell, let me know. Shoot me an email. Vincent, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will put your stuff in the wallets. It looks like, let me look at tracking. I don't know who's still here, but I know Cyclone got his package today. Oops, that's the wrong link. What am I doing? Pirate ship. I'm just checking tracking. Everything's been delivered except Kylie's. And I'm telling you, Kylie's has gone on a trip. It's just having a heck of a time. So I mailed it from here and it went to Billings, Montana, to Casper, Wyoming, to Cheyenne, Wyoming, to Denver, to Dallas, to St. Louis, back to Dallas, and now it's sitting in Dallas in a distribution center on its way to New Zealand. It's just bounced all over. So that package is going to be a little bit delayed to him. So someone got $1,000 in Cash App from a random person. They later asked for it back. Is that a scam? River 210 has just gone through kind of the reverse situation. 210 accidentally sent payment to the wrong Cash App and is attempting to get that money back. And has not been successful at it. So I would say ask that person to contact Cash App directly if they can, and find out if it's a legitimate request. Because it absolutely can be a scam where they send money and then ask for it back. But the money actually never cleared their account. And so when you send money back, you didn't actually receive full funds. So it can be a scam. So yeah, I'd be real careful with that. Let's see. Let me look, Big Flip. Let me look. Pretty sure I sent you something a while back to the new address. I did. I sent one to your new address and it was delivered. Let me get the date. June 6th. In or at a mailbox at 3:40 on June 6th. At year 149. Yeah, absolutely leave it in there. Don't pull it out or anything, just let it sit. Because my understanding, because the one bad experience I had with Cash App is I was paid for something, and 3 months later, that person's spouse went in and refuted the charge, and Cash App just took the money out of my account. Without contacting me or anything. They disputed it with their bank, and the bank just pulled it right out of my account. And I didn't know they could do that. So absolutely. Cherie Ward, thank you so much for that $4.99. I appreciate that, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you to you and to Big Flip for those super chats tonight. Yeah, you should have it. So River just got a gifted membership. Conrad, Lisa, Monkey King, and Thomas. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I don't have anybody else coming up on chat. Hey, Big Flip, what's constitutional going forward? 90% now, face value, 25, 26, 27. Is that what you guys, I know I saw somebody else that had picked some up for 25, and that's just not going to happen, I don't think. But I think 27 is pretty. Yeah, River, just leave it, because if it's not in that account, like I said, they disputed it with their bank and it just got pulled right out of my bank account that was attached to my Cash App. So see, that's what I was thinking, Big Flip. 25 should be closer to. All right. I'm going to try to go into the LCS tomorrow morning. I got busy painting today and didn't get in there. So I'm going to try it tomorrow and see what I can pick up. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Be kind. Wash your hands, folks. Wash your hands. Helps keep you healthy. Big Flip, looks like you guys are having a great time. Missing you big time. Wish I were there. Folks, Saturday, Ringmaster Ray. And if he can't stream, I absolutely will. Ashes should be back. Mama T, Big T flea market on Sunday. And the late flea market Sunday night. Ashes should be back. So he should be streaming flea market. And until then, Shibby Rob is going to stream Friday night. Big Flip, are you streaming Saturday? Are you going to have a sale Saturday night? 6 o'clock Eastern. Just let me know. Vincent, thank you. All right. Big Flip, Saturday night at the Big Flip channel, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, Rosebud, that's awesome. All right, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Take care, everybody. Love you all. Have a good night. And I will see you in the streams. Streaming Saturday, Big Flip's house. Be there, be square. I'll try to be there. It's 4 o'clock my time, though. Good grief. All right. Have a good night, everybody.